Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of my Age of Engineering series. Hope everybody's doing well today. Um, Plans for today, I want to continue on with my IC2 machines. Um, like to get the blast furnace and everything that we built in the last episode, get it running, get a little bit of automation around it set up so we can get some steel production going. Once we have steel, that's going to open up the next age as we look. Next age is the calculation age, which we need the calculator to open that up. And the recipe for the calculator once again, cobblestone, more cobblestone, redstone. The sticky part of this is going to be the steel mechanical component, which requires 4 steel. We're going to need this before we can get into any kind of different energy production, any kind of advancement like that. So we really need to get our steel going. Also, this episode, maybe take a trip to the Nether. I'm hoping. Between episodes, I did a little bit of resource gathering, primarily rubber. One of the plans I have today is going to require quite a bit of rubber. It also is going to require a significant amount of gold cable. We're going to need our wind turbine and our kinetic generator. And in order for the wind turbine to work, we're going to need turbine blades, I believe. Windmill, turbine. Maybe it's under turbine blades. I'm not sure what just happened there. That's interesting. Turbine blades, is that what it's called? I'm not seeing what I'm looking for here. Now let's look it up under IC2. In order for the wind turbine to work, gearbox rotor. Okay, so we're going to need to make a gearbox rotor. We can't do the steel yet or the carbon. Looks like iron is going to be the best that we can do. Unfortunately, these have durability, but they do break down rather slowly. So an iron should last quite a while. And for that, we need the iron shaft, which I believe is a block through the extruder, and the rotor blades. Wow, it's a little bit iron intensive here. So each blade is 6 plates and 3 ingots. We need 4 blades. So we need 24 plates and 12 ingots. Wow, that's an expensive little deal here. So let's get our plates going. Fortunately, we shifted gears and got our metal former set up, so it'll be a little less expensive. Okay, 24 plates. And we're also going to need iron shaft, which also requires the metal former. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get these set up. I can't wait to get another trophy set up over here. As soon as we get some steel, we'll be good to go. Alright, so what else? What else could we be doing? You know what we could be doing? We could be moving this. And replacing it with this. Shutting that off briefly. Let's run down into the mine. Let's reload this up with lava. Oh, I'm turning around here. And let's get our obsidian set up. And we'll go ahead, while that's cooking down, we'll get our obsidian so we can make our portal frame. Okay, is it this level? I don't remember. Yes, there's level at this, lava at this level. Okay, set that there. Wow, really would have helped if I'd have brought a bucket. Okay. Nothing like winging it while you're trying to record. Brilliant. I'm really hoping that this wind turbine is going to react the way that I hope it does, and we'll basically be able to run the blast furnace without having to worry about it or even really touch it again. Alright, where did I hide the bucket? Bucket, bucket, who's got the bucket? Okay. I think that's every chest I own. I wouldn't be in these backpacks. No. People are probably watching the video yelling at me. It was in that chest. It was in that chest. Let's see. Hopper. I'm really just not seeing it. Oh. It's right. Oh my. Wow. Okay. Lesson learned. Don't record when you're tired. Things will elude you. Okay. Bucket's right in the center of my inventory. Alright, let's try this again. And what? I'm just not having any luck here. Okay. Way to be prepared. Alright. Enough of that. Let's get a bucket and our lava set up here. I wish I could guarantee that that's the last mistake you'll see me make, but I mean, let's be real here. They say you're only human. Well, some of us are a little more human than others, I think. So let's get this going. Come on, come on, come on. Alright. Up and out of the mine. Set that there. That's all we really need for a portal frame. You know, rather than keep running back and forth, I could have sworn I had some glass. Glass, glass, glass. Nope, apparently not. Alright, I'll probably need it later. In fact, I know I'll need it here probably fairly soon. So let's just go ahead and get that cooked up. I'm going to need glass panes. When I get the blast furnace going, I'm going to have to make universal fluid cells, have them filled full of compressed air, and then have them entered into the blast furnace, because the blast furnace requires steel, compressed air, and power in order to, or iron, compressed air, and power in order to make steel. So we're going to need that anyway. Let's make another tank. Set that in there. You know what, let's go ahead and put those in there as well. Where is our little water source here? Here it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buckets of water. Get our obsidian here. Turn that on, get that pouring. Metal former, put this on extrude. Okay, very good. So we'll have our obsidian for our nether portal. We're going to get our blast furnace set up so we can get some steel, make our flint and steel. Also make our calculator. Okay. Let's make our rotors. Okay. So now we have everything we need here. The only thing stopping me now from getting that set up is fear. Going to need at least a stock of that. Alright, so let's plan this out. The compressor is going to have to move because I want to put a couple of other machines in here. So if we put the compressor there, blast furnace there, the heater, okay, so we want power to come down here. And we're just going to pillar up to roughly somewhere in the range of Y of 120. Want to get this thing up in the air. We don't want to go too high because then it'll break the rotors. And then I'll have to climb up there and replace it. But you want to find balance of height and everything to make sure that you get decent power generation not so high. I don't recall exactly what the Y coordinates are, where you really kind of risk overproducing and burning up, and I've never experienced it. I've only read about it, that if you have it too high, bad things can really happen. Alright, so I'm going to be right at Y is 120. I'm kind of picky, I guess, in, let's see, which way are the clouds going? Okay. Let's go around this thing here, like this. I'm going to break that one. Okay, so wind turbine there. That was probably a really bad move. That's okay, I'll work around it. Actually, that needs to come up. Oh, I do have my wrench. Oh, good. That needs to come up one. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay. Try that again. Wind turbine. I want the blades facing that direction just because. Put the rotor in. Okay. Let's take the rotor out. Whew. Okay, this thing looks like it sets up exactly opposite the way I thought it would. Okay, so that's facing the right direction now. Sorry if I'm a little quiet here. I don't have the best of luck on pillaring up and doing these types of things, so I'm really trying hard not to kill myself. Okay, let's try this again. Put the rotor in. Okay. Alright, so we're good now. Actually, let's see if I can set that down one lower. There we go. I'm sure everybody's screaming at me that I could have done this 100 different ways and done it better. That's okay. Oops. Double clicked. Point is, we made it. And look at it go. Now, if I've done this correctly, we come around this side, and it should show that we're generating power. That's a good sign. So far, so good. Let's head on down and get our furnace and our heater set up. Okay. Electric heater, blast furnace. 3 coils. Blast furnace is going to go facing this way. The electric heater is going to go facing this way. Filling up with power. So far, so good. Stick our coils in here. Let's see. I'm not seeing any heat transfer yet. Let me double check something here. Do I have a stick? A stick, a stick, a stick. Nope, that's okay. Easy enough to make one. Let's make ourselves a lever and see if this thing just needs a lever to give it a kickstart. There we go. It's starting to heat up. All right. So we're going to move the compressor over here next to the blast furnace. I want to set up a little bit of automation for our compressed air cells. So I'll need a couple more copper cables so we can shift this down. We'll go ahead and move that. We'll set it right there. This really shouldn't need a lever. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, anyway, to automate our compressor, I'm going to need 2 transfer nodes, hoppers, stone, and transfer pipe. Okay, there's one hopper. Okay, the transfer pipe, need hopper ducts, which is a lot of aluminum. Do I have those left? I have 2, and I have 1 transfer pipe. Okay, I'm going to need the item filters, stone slabs, okay, I knew I was going to need glass. Okay, so what do we need for the transfer filter? 2 redstone, so we're going to need, where did I put it? Did I stick it over here? Yeah, I did. A couple of those. Some more aluminum because I'm going to need another hopper. Okay, transfer node number 1. Not ready. Stone. And if I remember from last time, the ore dictionary stone for granite, diorite, things like that did not work in that recipe. It worked in the slab recipe, but not for that recipe. Have to have actual stone. So we'll get a couple of these cooked up. Get our transfer nodes. We're still going to need more transfer pipe, but I'll deal with that in just a minute. Okay, there's 1. Let's make another hopper. Okay. Couple more stone. Okay. transfer node number 2. Okay, we're going to need 1 on the compressor. I'd like to be able to stick one right here. I don't know if that's going to continue to work without the lever. It looks like it's losing heat, so it's going to need that lever. So, next option is we will put that there. Okay. We're going to need some more copper cables. Is that enough to reach? Yes. Okay. Mentioned I was going to need the glass. Where did I put it? Oh no, it's in my inventory. Okay. We need glass panes. And then we need, do I have any smelted up? I should. Only 5. Let's get some more tin smelted up. Actually, oh, stop. Being wasteful. So what the plan is I'm going to transfer node with a filter for filled fluid air cells and have it deposit into here. Then I'm going to transfer a node empty air cells and transfer them back into the compressor and just have them loop like this. Thus, kind of automating our steel production. Once we get into the immersive engineering, steel production, things like that, we'll be able to greatly increase the speed of our steel production and automate it even further. Actually, quite a few of these. Guess I was not as prepared for this episode as I thought. It's okay. The tin, oop, whoa, wrong thing. The tin melts down quickly, so that's a bonus. I'm trying to give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. Is you have 1 glass pane, and is it not tin ingots? Is it tin plates? Universal fluid cells. Oh, they're tin item cases. Well, that's even better, because then we get 2 per ingot. It greatly reduces the amount of tin we're going to need. And we're just having them cycle through this way. It really shouldn't take that many because they can just constantly loop around. I've done it before where I've had up to 64 and had to do it manually. Doing it with these transfer nodes, I've done it with item conduits, but I've never done it with these transfer nodes. So this is something a little new. There again, there are a lot of wonderful videos on YouTube. This little setup right here, I really have to kind of give a shout out to a YouTuber named Lorelei. I've never done the transfer node. I've always used item conduits. This setup, this is mine, but just this little setup for early game. You know, I have to give credit when credit's due. I watched one of her videos, saw how she had it set up, and I'm like, you know, that really kind of works out nice. I'm making 10 blocks apparently, because I get in a hurry, and then that's where the derps happen. Alright, let's try that again. Fortunately, we can kind of cheat the system and do it that way. Okay. Casings. I have my filters already. Oh, we're so close to this, I can just taste it. I'm going to stick exactly 56 steel in here. That's how many slag that we need. Oh, electrical steel, that's why that's not done. That's exactly how many slag we need to be able to make the blast brick to make the immersive engineering blast furnace. And once I have the immersive engineering blast furnace, I won't be relying on this much to make steel any longer. I might just kind of leave it running in the background, but it's not going to be my primary source of steel anymore. You know what, let's just do one more, just so I can have an even amount of these. Two of those. Before I put anything in anything, let's set up our filters. On a white list, an empty cell in this one. And that is the filter that will go in this one. Let's go ahead and get a filled one. The other filter. Okay, set up this filter for the air cell. Whitelisted. We'll put that in there. Put the filled cell. Put a little bit of air in there. Get this going. Put both of those in there. Alright. So basically to get this going, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 transfer pipes. And this will be set. Of these should be plenty once we get on with it. Throw a little more air in this one. Try and keep this progress bar going because it just runs incredibly slow. Okay. I'd like to get this done, hopefully, before the end of this episode. So, remind me, transfer slabs, hopper ducts, slabs, glass, hopper ducts. Let's see. So I'm going to need 6 aluminum, probably. I have 2, not a big deal. Do I have any in here? This is all tin. Okay. Process a little more bauxite. Sorry, I'm going to switch you out. You know, the more you think you're prepared, once you get it in your mind, you think, oh yeah, I've got everything I need for this episode, everything's great. And then you dig into it, and then you're like, oh, I'm woefully unprepared. Apologize, but I'm excited. We are going to soon have our steel. Getting close to our first ingot of steel. I rather like this little setup here. I'm actually pretty pleased with how this whole build is coming off. Let's get this going so I can make some slabs. Everything's running the way it's intended. Lots of dust. Excellent. I don't believe aluminum and tin alloy into anything, so it should be okay there. Let's switch those around, start getting my aluminum ingots. Okay, that should be enough for our hopper ducts. Piece of wood. That might actually be enough. I need 2 per. Nah, I do need it. Okay. I was right. Second guessing myself. Okay, we're gonna need 4 glass. Turn it all into this, of course. Stone. There's enough for 3. There, and that, my friends, okay, why you no go? Oh, yeah, I have the filters backwards. Aren't I funny? Okay, let's try that. Alright, they went through, dumped their air. They're back in here. It fills. Never see it. Goes right back over there. And, ta-da! We have our first steel. Okay. How we doing here? Alright. So, piece of flint, our first piece of steel, flint and steel, our 10 obsidian. Okay, let's head back into the overworld. Alright, let's just set this right here, next to our other portal. exciting. Glad my kids aren't here to hear me say that. I don't think I would hear the end of it. Okay. And with that, we can head to the Nether. Unfortunately, I hate to do this to everybody, but you know, video's getting to be about that time. So next episode, we will go into the Nether. We will test and see what our spawn is. I promise I will not go in there. It'll be as new to me as it is to everybody else when we jump in there. As it is, I'm Asmodeus. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.